Hi everyone, it's Ann. Today we're going to take a look at another brand new deck. It was supposed to be released on November 8th, 2023. It came out early. I am recording this video on Sunday, October 29th, 2023. It's called The River by Nick Bantick, Sailing the Stream of Consciousness. And Nick is the creator of Griffin and Sabine. I'm not sure what that is. I don't know if that's another Oracle deck or not. 48 cards and guidebook. It's in a rectangular hard case magnetic box published by Llewellyn Publications. And a big shout out to Llewellyn for sending this out to me to review. And it is a pretty good magnet. On the back, it says, swim through your subconscious with this stunning deck from New York Times best-selling author Nick Bantick, featuring 48 surrealistic cards that feed your imagination and personal mythology. The river teaches you to think intuitively with images rather than words. In the color guidebook, each card's interpretations are designed to help you find new meanings within each reading. Whether you use this tantalizing, ambiguous deck on its own or with the Archeo, Bantick's first deck, these cards will redefine your response to the language of pictures and expand your notions of magical realism. And there's a few pictures of the cards in the back here. And let's go ahead and open it up. Inside cover, we have a Lennox wanders along a country road searching for answers to larger questions. And there is a black ribbon to make it easy to pull the guidebook out. And we'll take a look at the guidebook more in depth after we look at the cards. The cards are underneath, and here is the bottom, the box, and this is cardboard. It's hard, so it's glued in so it won't move. Keep your deck in place inside the box. And these are the backs. It is bind together with this plastic bind. Here are the backs. I don't think it's reversible because the patterns are different. Sides are not gilded. It feels plasticky. You can see there's a thick laminate on it. It's on the thinner side. It's pliable, bendable, but very thin. And it feels plasticky. Alright, so comparing it to a traditional plaid back tarot card, it is a lot taller and a lot wider. So it's large. They're large size cards. Comparing it to an Archangel Oracle deck, it's a lot taller. The width is about the same width as a Hay House Archangel Oracle deck. So let's flip it over and zoom in. So they are numbered at the top right hand corner. You can see it is numbered. So as I just read from the back cover of the box, these cards are just images only. They're meant for you to read intuitively. So there are no words or phrases. So it's not always at the top right. So the number 1 was at the top right, number 2 is at the top left. Okay, so they alternate numbering each card. That's quite interesting. I wonder if there's a reason for that. Ponte su popri. Is that Latin? The map. It reminds me of stink bugs. But they sort of look like ladybugs too. But the design on their backs are not dots, so I don't think they're ladybugs. Very interesting. So this is my first time looking at it with you guys. I have not looked through this deck yet, so this is my first time. So I will probably have to look at it again because it looks like there's a lot of things to look at in this on these cards. Now this is simple. 5. I guess they try to number it where you can see. So it's not every other card. Some cards are on the top right, some are left. I guess where there isn't a lot of illustration so you can see the number. I'm not sure. Oh, this is quite interesting. 6. Okay, so now it's at the bottom left corner. So they are numbered in one of the corners, not necessarily upper right or upper left. There's in one of the corners. So we have a giraffe, a parrot, and an airmail. So lots to look at and pick up on in these cards. This will probably not be for everyone and probably not beginners friendly. I love the purple flowers. Very different. This deck is very different. So that's a hen or a rooster, a hen. It looks like a hen. A fish. Oh my God, is it one fish? Are they conjoined fish? 2 heads, but 1 body? That is quite interesting. They're conjoined. They're conjoined twin fish. Does that happen in real life? You know, you've seen babies that are born conjoined and then they have to have surgery to separate them. I wonder, does this happen with fishes too? Very interesting. All right. I don't even know what I'm looking at with this. Flowers. $14. Flamingo or ostrich. Car 17. Ah, Anubis. Very interesting. Wow. Card 18. Some of these cards, I don't know what I'm looking at. Card 19, palm trees. Card 20. $21. 22. 23. 24. 25. 26. 27. 28. 29. Sailor sailing. There's the constellations. 31. 32. That looks a little scary. 33. Wow, that's a bat. 34. 35. 36. 37. 38. 39. 40. There's the sun. 41. 42. So this is like the same as what's on the front of the box. It's titled The River. Is that a fly? Very interesting. 43. Birds. 44. 45. 46. 47. 48. Last card. Here are the backs one more time. Let's take a look at the guidebook. Hard to guidebook. Ooh, glossy pages. Oops, sorry. I press on the cord. The cord to my mic. So it pulled the camera. All right. So a little bit about the author, a little write-up, following the river's course, table of contents, introduction. Think of yourself floating down a winding river. On either bank you witness extraordinary vistas, strange figures, wondrous animals, outrageous buildings, and wild vegetation. The river is the flow of images that constantly run through us in our dreams, daydreams, pictorial thoughts, and in a constant stream behind our eyelids. It's a moving picture show of flickering forms that feeds our imagination and landscapes our personal mythology. Because our culture has long been driven by the word, I've created this deck in an attempt to give shape to the intuitive language of image we so often struggle to make. Dialogue will almost certainly recede, and in its place will come a visually more direct way of making sense of the world within and around you. The cards are meant to provoke and stimulate the imagination, which in turn encourages lucid thought. Think of it as an extension of your dream life, but instead of you alternating between watcher and participant, you also become the director and the cast. By coming to know the cards and learning to handle them, you can tap into your best instincts and develop a better sense of where to proceed and where not to tread. I encourage you to use this deck as a tool, a way to travel via icon, letting it be the compass that guides you through your personal mythology. Try to entrust your first thoughts and inclinations. Don't be too literal with your approach. Learn to see the cards as a flexible, multifaceted way of illuminating the tunnels and caves of your inner maze. And then it goes to the spreads. Conscious and subconscious choice. Your history, mind streaming, asking specific questions. The season spreads in conjunction with the Archaeo deck. So he gives a few sample spreads, and then it goes into the cards. Spring, cards 1 to 12. The Tumble Hill. Oh, so it does describe it. Twin pigs wrapped together in a ball are rolling down a slope, squealing with pleasure as they descend. This is the spring of eternal youth, where the sun paints hay bales in gold. The air is pungent with honeysuckle, and the sky is fixed in a brilliant cerulean blue. Tomorrow, who knows? But today we are eternal. Okay, so the guidebook does explain the card, the illustration on the card. So let's see. Number 2 is this illustration. Let's see what it says. With restless leaf mole, eyes and a face of lichen, thorn, and frond, the green knight does not move. When he exhales, a vaporous mist falls slowly to form the morning dew. He's a scarecrow standing erect in a verdant field. His toes spread throughout the earth, root, acorn, elm, grass, and stem, both man and plant, nature's one and only Djinn. Okay, so the guidebook explains to you what the illustration on the card is. So this is the nomads. But it doesn't tell you, it doesn't give you like the divination, but just tells you what you're looking at. It describes the painting, the picture on the card. We travel lightly, treading across the surface of our lives with measured steps, counting our perceived successes and failures, too close to see purpose, too distant to understand any greater context. Across the bridge we crawl, wishing to find better ground, a safer home, and a place where we are accepted for our fallibilities. I'll read one more just to give you guys an idea, since this deck is very unusual and different. The veins of the first tree, the great ash, spread until they fill the earth, its arteries absorbing moisture and discharging nutrients into the soil. So is this the tree? Yeah. So here's the illustration again. With its massive trunk and huge branches, its leaves erupted into the sky, catapulting the seeds that would in time become the forest of Reynard, a labyrinth where Herne the hunter makes certain no humans tread. All right. So that gives you guys an idea. So this is the escape. Interesting. Give you an idea of the guidebook. I'm not going to read the whole guidebook, of course. Other books by Nick. Final Thoughts. The Cycle of Seasons. Suggested Questions. Interesting. So there's a total of 231 numbered pages. All right. So as I mentioned, it's probably not a deck for everyone since it's so different. and unique. But if you resonate with it and you like these type of illustration where it triggers your intuition and you don't have anyone telling you the meaning, you want to interpret it for yourself with your own, in your own readings, this may be the deck for you. So as usual, if you are interested in the deck, I will put the link in the description, the links in the description underneath the video. So I hope you enjoy the walkthrough. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you again on the next video. Bye.